Welcome to Slovakia. Slovakia is a beautiful country in Central Europe. It has castles, mountains, and friendly people. Do you want to work in Slovakia? You will need a special visa. This guide will teach you how to get one. This guide is simple to follow. It will help you understand the process. Then, you can start your new job in Slovakia. Good luck with your application. Are you ready to learn more? Let's get started. To work in Slovakia, you need a temporary residence for employment purposes visa. This visa is essential for anyone planning to take up employment in Slovakia, whether you're moving from another EU country or from outside the EU. It serves as your legal permit to live and work in the country. This visa lets you live and work in Slovakia for a specific time. It is designed to ensure that you have the legal right to be employed in Slovakia, providing you with the opportunity to integrate into the Slovakian workforce and contribute to the local economy. The visa is usually valid for 1 year. This 1-year period allows you to settle into your new job and life in Slovakia, giving you ample time to adjust to the new environment and culture. You can renew it if you need to stay longer. The renewal process is straightforward, but it requires you to demonstrate that you still meet the requirements for the visa, such as continued employment and sufficient financial means. Remember, this visa is only for working. It is specifically tailored for those who have secured employment in Slovakia and intend to contribute to the workforce. You cannot use it to study or live in Slovakia without working. If your primary intention is to pursue education or simply reside in Slovakia without employment, you will need to apply for a different type of visa that suits your needs. If you plan to study or retire in Slovakia, you will need a different visa. For students, a student visa is required, which allows you to attend educational institutions in Slovakia. For retirees, there are specific visas that cater to those who wish to spend their retirement years in Slovakia. Now you know about the work visa. It's important to understand the specific requirements and limitations of this visa to ensure that you are fully compliant with Slovakian immigration laws. Let's see if you can apply. The application process involves several steps, including submitting necessary documents, attending interviews, and possibly undergoing a medical examination. Make sure to check the official Slovakian immigration website for the most up-to-date information and requirements. Preparing your application thoroughly can increase your chances of approval. Gather all required documents, such as your employment contract, proof of accommodation, and financial statements. Double-check everything to avoid any delays or issues. Once you have all your documents ready, submit your application to the relevant authorities. Be prepared for a waiting period as your application is processed. Patience is key during this time. If your application is approved, congratulations! You are now ready to embark on your new journey in Slovakia. Make sure to familiarize yourself with local laws and customs to make your transition smoother. Moving to a new country can be both exciting and challenging. Take the time to plan your move carefully, ensuring that you have everything you need for a successful start in Slovakia. Once you arrive, take the opportunity to explore your new surroundings. Slovakia has a rich cultural heritage and beautiful landscapes waiting to be discovered. Enjoy your new adventure. Before you apply, make sure you are eligible. You need to meet certain requirements. First, you need a job offer from a Slovak employer. You also need a valid passport. You must have enough money to support yourself. You cannot rely on government assistance. Finally, you must be a law-abiding citizen. You should have no criminal record. If you meet these requirements, you can move on to the next step. Let's start your application. The most important step in your journey to working in Slovakia is to find a job. This is the foundation upon which everything else is built. You need a job offer from a Slovak employer. This offer is not just a formality, it is a crucial document that will set the wheels in motion for your work permit and visa application. Once you have secured a job offer, the next step involves your employer. The employer must apply for a work permit on your behalf. This is a legal requirement and a critical step in the process. This permit allows them to hire you legally. Without it, you cannot work in Slovakia. The work permit is essentially the green light that confirms you are eligible to work in the country. Finding a job takes time. It is not something that happens overnight. You need to be patient and persistent. The job market can be competitive, and it may take several applications and interviews before you land the right position. Start your job search early. The earlier you begin, the better your chances of finding a suitable job. Plan your job search meticulously, set goals, and stick to a schedule. Look for jobs online and contact companies directly. Utilize job portals, company websites, and professional networking sites. Don't hesitate to reach out to companies even if they haven't advertised openings. Sometimes opportunities arise from direct contact. Once you have a job offer, your employer will help you with the work permit. They will guide you through the necessary paperwork and ensure that all documents are correctly filled out and submitted. The work permit is essential for your visa application. Without it, you cannot proceed with your visa. It is a mandatory document that proves you have a legitimate job offer and that your employer is authorized to hire you. Make sure your employer applies for it. Follow up with them regularly to ensure that the application process is on track. Your diligence can make a significant difference in the timeline of your move to Slovakia. Section 5. Get your documents ready. When preparing for your visa application, it's crucial to have all the necessary documents in order. This will ensure a smooth and efficient process. Make sure you have them all. Missing even one document can delay your application or even result in a denial. First and foremost, you will need your passport. This is the most important document for international travel. Ensure that your passport is valid for at least 6 months beyond your planned stay in Slovakia. This is a common requirement for many countries to avoid any issues during your stay. Next, you will need your job offer letter. This document is essential as it proves your employment in Slovakia. The job offer letter should clearly state your salary and job position. This information is necessary for the visa officers to understand your employment terms. Proof of accommodation is another critical document. It shows where you will be staying during your time in Slovakia. This proof can be in the form of a hotel reservation or a rental agreement. Make sure the document includes the address and duration of your stay. Gather all these documents carefully. Organize them in a folder labeled Visa Documents to keep everything in one place. Once you have all your documents ready, you will submit them with your visa application. Double-check everything to ensure nothing is missing. This will help avoid any delays or issues with your application. It's a good idea to review a checklist of required documents before heading to the consulate. This way, you can be confident that you have everything you need. Make copies of all your documents. Having duplicates can be very helpful in case any originals are lost or misplaced. Place all your documents in a secure envelope. Label it clearly with your name and contact information. When you arrive at the consulate, be prepared to present your documents in an organized manner. This will make the process smoother for both you and the consular officers. The consular officer will review your documents. They may ask you questions about your application, so be ready to provide any additional information they might need. If everything is in order, your visa will be processed, and you will receive a stamped document. This is your key to entering Slovakia. With your visa in hand, you are now ready to embark on your journey to Slovakia. Make sure to keep your documents safe and accessible throughout your travels. As you pack for your trip, double-check that you have all your important documents with you. This includes your passport, visa, job offer letter, and proof of accommodation. Familiarize yourself with your destination. Knowing the layout of the city and important locations can make your arrival smoother. Finally, board your plane with confidence, knowing that you have all your documents in order. Enjoy your journey and the new opportunities that await you in Slovakia. Section 6. Apply for your visa. You can apply for your visa at the Slovak embassy or consulate in your country. You need to fill out an application form. You can download this form online. Complete the form truthfully and accurately. Attach all the required documents. Make sure you sign the application form. Submit your application in person or by mail. Now wait for the embassy to process your application. Section 7. Pay the visa fee. When you submit your application, you need to pay a fee. The fee is not refundable. Even if your visa is denied, you will not get your money back. Keep the payment receipt safe. You will need it later to collect your passport. The visa fee varies depending on your nationality. Check the embassy website for the current fee. Make sure you pay the correct amount. Section 8. Biometrics and interview. After you apply, you might be called for biometrics. This means they will take your fingerprints and photo. You might also have an interview. The interview is to learn more about you. They want to know why you want to work in Slovakia. Be prepared to answer questions about your job and your plans in Slovakia. Answer all questions honestly and confidently. Section 9. Wait for your visa. The visa process takes time. It can take several weeks or even months. Be patient and wait for a decision. You can track your application status online. The embassy will contact you when your visa is ready. If your visa is approved, you can collect your passport. If your visa is denied, you will receive a letter explaining why. Now, you are almost ready to go to Slovakia. Section 10. You're in. Now what? Congratulations! You have your visa. You can now travel to Slovakia. When you arrive, you need to register with the local police. You have 30 days to do this. Registering is important. It allows you to stay in Slovakia legally. You will also need to get health insurance. Health insurance is mandatory for all foreigners working in Slovakia. Now you can start your new job and enjoy your time in Slovakia. Section 11. Important tips. Here are some important tips for your visa application. Double-check all your documents. Make sure everything is complete and accurate. Visa rules can change anytime. Stay updated on the latest regulations. Check the embassy website or contact them directly. We hope this guide helps you with your visa application. Good luck with your new adventure in Slovakia.